and when the 5 red lights extinguish, we'll be underway for 44 laps of Spa-Francorchamps, as we are now. Away they go towards the first corner. We've got McGorgy challenging on the outside already, but he'd do well to slot in behind and slipstream up the straight. Hopefully everyone gets through cleanly. It's a tight first corner. Hygo Poom is in the mid-pack at this point, but will drop to the back, so presumably something happens to Poom there. There's a little touch, and he does get speared off to the left-hand side through the gravel, and it's a good save actually for Poom. I believe it was a little bit of contact with a Holland Racing Team car, potentially Alex Lahoe. Now we reach the Kemmel Straight. This is where the slipstreaming can take place. McGorgy goes to the left-hand side, slipstreams his way up to Jan Grankvist's car, challenges for the lead of the race, and Grankvist breaks later. Grankvist maintains the lead into Lecomte.
Now we have a replay here. Fabian Ballet for virtual drivers has gone the long way around. Has he pulled off the move? No, precisely the opposite. Oh, he's collided into the rear.
And that will be István Singer, won't it?
Yeah.
Moritz Krop has now dropped to the back. Let's see what happened to him. Has a little touch with Loic Mounier. He definitely has a run. He'll get the DRS. Martin will have the benefit of the DRS from his teammate McGorgy. To the right-hand side goes Maguire, going for 3rd position and a podium place, and does now split the TOP eSport cars. That's important. Heading through the DRS zones of the pit straight, if you make the move at the bus stop, or this one here, the Kemmel Straight, with Maguire now going to the right-hand side of Owen McGorgy's car. He is going through. Looks like Stevens is making a similar move on Martin. Mark Schluter here on the back of Matthias Moos. DRS wide open. These cars also have push to pass, but unfortunately we're not able to tell when they're using it. And Schluter does go up the inside, and whether he uses push to pass or not, it's going to be a tough ask to make that move stick, and he does make it stick. And is this what happened to Moritz Krop? He's in the Bruxelles hairpin, heading down to... Oh, big twitch, doesn't even make it to Jackie Ick's corner.
Oh, no.
And slams the car into the barrier. Indeed.
Maybe a little bit of consolation with onboard.
And this is a chance for Tom Stevens. So Stevens is going to the left-hand side of Owen McGorgy. That will turn into the outside line, and he runs wide. He runs over the escape road. He will have to give that one up. Owen McGorgy is an equally feisty driver. Big twitch from Zolt Schukes and Dylan Fisher, fighting over 16th and 17th position. And Adam Maguire, for the first time since the first lap of the race, has got himself within half a second of Jan Grankvist. This is Maguire's chance now to take the lead of the race on lap 9. He goes to the right-hand side. He makes the move even before the corner. And behind him, Stevens has finally made it stick on Owen McGorgy.
But now we're on board with Schluter. He has championship connotations to think about. And he puts the TOP of McGorgy down yet another position.
Something has happened there to Daniel Stepkowski, and we're going to see a replay of it. Here he is in Blanchemont. This is going to be a big incident, a very fast one. Contact! And around he goes after contact with a Pescara ADG car. Slams it into the barriers. And is that Eros Masciuli potentially?
Grankvist has pitted. McGorgy and Moose also in pit lane, so they're going to rejoin on the precipice of points. Grankvist P14 ahead of Fournier.
And Adam Maguire comes into the pits from the lead of the race. Out of the pits he goes. He will be behind Jan Grankvist. Look at that. Grankvist goes through, will retake the net lead of the race. Schluter has been a bit of a gainer in this pit stop stage as well, because he is ahead of Owen McGorgy.
Yeah, he's going to go the long way around Blanchemont. Got to hold his nerve. He's around Harvey. And yeah, that's a clean pass. That's brilliant.
Really good move. The driver who ran wide in the background was Janssen Bintz, and now into the pit comes Stevens, Tyne and Singh. Out towards the pit exit they go. Alex Lahoe also in the pits. Now where does he slot in? Here comes the Horde. Well, he's side by side. Oh my goodness, nearly gets overtaken by Geoffrey Fournier. He is behind Grankvist and Maguire, but comes out just ahead of a massive pack of cars. We're trying to fit 4 cars into a space reserved for 2. This is going to be very close, heading up towards Lecomte. And through on the inside goes Owen McGorgy, who benefits from that, I'd say, more than any of the others did. Tom Stevens now going for a move on Geoffrey Fournier, an important one strategically, up the inside into the bus stop. He cannot waste any time, no point waiting for the DRS, and he goes through. And look at that, bit of a dive now from Jarl Tyne up the inside. Tyne gets through in La Source. DRS pretty much all around. We're going to go 3 wide yet again. Nearly 4 wide. With Martin getting involved. Into the corner we go. Tyans through cleanly. It's still side by side between Martin and Fournier. They do get through. They're going to slipstream Williams down the straight. Williams stays to the left. They'll both go round him on the right with the DRS active. And they both get through. Now here is Maguire's chance. This is where he passed Grankvist before the pit stop. He goes to the left-hand side. He uses the DRS. Probably won't even need to use the push to pass here, such is the overspeed. And Adam Maguire retakes the lead of the race.
Here is Schluter for one example. He's right in Magoggy's gearbox. And of course, watching the mirrors closely will be Williams. Doesn't want to get involved here. Could be a good time to pit. Yes, spot on.
Williams does come into the pits, but that's so close between the two of them. They have never heard of the concept of turbulent air. And here as well comes Jarl Tyen. So Jarl Tyen getting involved, going up into 5th position. Up the inside. He is not scared at all of making a move into La Source. That's not a move that a lot of people would make here. Now we go up to the Kemmel Straight yet again. Separated by about as much as a postage stamp. They're side by side. Carlos Martin on the right-hand side. Jarl Tyen on driver's left. Mark Schluter forced to back out. Tyen goes up into 4th position, but Schluter and Magoggy are still able to fight amongst themselves, and Schluter goes through this time. Sandeep Singh has now passed over Magoggy. Wow, so Sandeep Singh up into 7th place. We saw how competitive he was in qualifying, but Magoggy, who was on the front row of the grid, looked a little bit out of touch. As Matthew Williams does get through on Hygo Boom. Here we go now, DRS open to the right-hand side, down the Kemmel, and that will be another relatively straightforward one. So Grankvist does go through, heading down the Kemmel Straight, and there is Carlos Martin side by side with Mark Schluter in a battle that's been continuing pretty much. Well, it wasn't Martin and Schluter fighting before, was it? It was the other TOP esports car of Owen Magoggy, who has now lost a place to Robin Panzer.
THR, they're going to have a swap and give Stevens the chance to chase Grankvist.
Schluter and Martin appear to be side by side for 5th as well. Just saw the two swap places, so Schluter back through into 5th place now.
But now it's Brashok going the long way around. Magoggy, I think he's powerless to stop this. And yeah, Adonis have a car in the top 10.
I was going to say, goodness me, because they were very close. And they're still close on the straight, as are Schluter and Martin, who are still changing places. But we're watching Magoggy versus Brashok. Magoggy reclaims it now.
And now Brashok just wants that position back for Adonis. He'll repeat what we saw not too long ago. Exact same procedure.
Yep. Magoggy has repassed Brashok, so it is a complete replay of the last lap. Now Lalu, did Lalu just pass both of them in one go? I think
he has, yeah. So that's the 3rd time we've seen that.
And of course, running wide himself. And Brashok does go through into P10s.
Adam Maguire already purple in Sector 2, so this is good news for THR now that they'll get Tom onto a fresh set of tyres.
There's Jarl Tyen around the outside of Vincent Gutt. Good move. Drivers are not scared of making those outside manoeuvres at Blanchimont, are they?
Routine chance to get the DRS boost. Straight down the inside he'll go. And it is a case that Lalu has to back out.
Stevens now has got to get through Lalu and Brashok as quickly as possible. This is not a good place on the track to catch them, because it's very difficult to pass into Blanchimont, and then you've got to decide which way to go into the bus stop or whether to stick behind and attempt it in the DRS. And he does go right around the outside of Jukka-Pekka Lalu. Nicely done. DRS open, but then again, Lalu has it as well from the cars in front, side by side between Stevens and Brashok. Steven gets P5. Maguire on the outside, a little bit of contact, little touch, and they just about get away with it. Here is Mark Schluter on the back of Jukka-Pekka Lalu. Oh, all over his tail. Goes to the driver's left. Outside of the bus stop, breaks much later than Lalu, who knew he couldn't contend. Here's Maguire on Brashok. Through into provisional 5th position now. And here is a replay of Thomas Harvey. Out over the curb, big twitch, bang into the barriers. Heavy front end impact. Here is Stevens on Sandeep Singh. This is important with how competitive Singh's been today. Stevens around the outside, good move into the pits. Come both Grankvist and Panzer. They will both clear out of the way. So Tom Stevens easily leads the race, and Maguire's gone through as well.
Adonis have to be on the communications with their Hungarian driver to say, look, faster car behind. Yeah, he's actually going to do it before Blanchimont, Caitlin.
As you see, Grankvist does make the move. Jarl Tyne now goes up to 4th ahead of Janos Brachok. Jan Grankvist has got to make this move cleanly and quickly. He'll be using any of the push to pass he still has. Might not need that much of it. He's definitely got an overspeed on the straight. And Maguire keeps his nose in, of course he would. That was to be expected, but Grankvist does make the move stick, does go up into 2nd position, and the lead of the race is separated by 7 seconds now. Stevens over Grankvist as Sandeep Singh passes Matthias Moos for P9. Just look at Jarl Tyne now going up the inside, passing his sister car. Jarl Tyne is 3rd now, well done. Here comes Schluter now with the slipstream from Tyne up in front, but that's not enough. Not quite enough to get him up alongside Maguire, not quite enough to let him through.
Oh no, contact!
They're both off the road. Schluter's spinning into the barriers. Well, he'll keep it going. It was only a light brush. He loses a place to Brachok.
Yeah, Schluter is back to full pace, but in the background there, that should be Carlos Martin. Has he got the double move done? Here they come. No, not exactly.
If he'd made the double overtake work, that would have been one of the moves of the season. And getting absolutely tag teamed there it's Vincent Gutt. This shouldn't be too difficult though, this pass we're seeing, because Panzer is passing his own teammate Janos Brachok. Martin now is up into 5th position ahead of Mark Schluter. And this time Carlos Martin will get himself up into 4th place, going through on Adam Maguire on the straight. Robin Panzer here, last year's winner, started the race 11th. He's also on soft tyres, look, and he's got himself into the top 10, and they're going 3 wide with Adam Maguire and Mark Schluter. And he threads the needle, goes to the right side of one and the left side of the other. There's a little bit of contact, and he runs over the escape road. I'm afraid we're about to see Alex Lahoe retiring from the race. He was fighting with Jeffrey Fournier. Is there going to be contact into the braking zone? Well, there's the contact.
Yeah. Oh, the wheel goes off.
They will both be out of the race with a heavy impact into the wall. Onto the final lap of the race we go. Just 6 tenths, 5 tenths separates the top 2. They'll both be using everything they've got left. Any push to pass. DRS is open on the back of Jan Grankvist's car. They go side by side on the final lap in Belgium. They touch. Grankvist runs wide. Stevens maintains the lead. 3 tenths per second between the two of them. Grankvist is going for it again. He goes to the left. They'll be side by side into the bus stop on the last lap. He brakes later. He'll have the inside line. They rub wheels again. Who's it going to be? It's a drag race to the line. And it's Tom Stevens by 1/10 of a second. The official winning margin was 0.111 exactly between Tom Stevens and Jan Grankvist, and that is exactly what Tom Stevens did. He won 1-1 after all of that drama. Tom Stevens wins, Grankvist is 2nd, Jarl Tyne 3rd from 13th on the grid, so hats off to Jarl Tyne. Carlos Martin 4th, Mark Schluter 5th, Robin Panzer 6th, Sandeep Singh 7th, then it's Adam Maguire, Janos Brachok and Matthias Moos. The second slate will show us Jakob Ekalalu, Owen Magorgi from 2nd on the grid. Terrible race for Magorgi. Vincent Gutt 13th, good job to finish with the fastest lap. Matthew Williams P14, Heiko Poom P13, and then missing out on points were Tomasz Wok, Philip Puschke, Stein Hangraf and Janssen Bintz. And then of course the 11 drivers who retired from the race.